How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to another episode of NAISB. I'm your host, Reagan Harrell, former middle of the road, maybe slightly above average punter at the Weber International University. That's former All-American shortstop at the Midland University. Go Warriors, handshake, go Warriors. Carly Fitzer, how we doing, my friend? Thursday evening. It's a little weird. No Thursday night football anymore. Playoff
I
football.
know.
Got a busy week of football. You know us. We're both football dogs. We'll talk about that
I I
later
like
on,
me
though.
some football.
We love us some football. Carly, we're going to talk a little bit about differences and all that with football and what we were talking about right before we started recording with smelling salts. But new ad alert, new ad alert. We got a new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, big one for NAISB, and it is our friends in Kansas, and it is Jaw Bats. Jaw Bats, they make some of the most fun and well-made bats on the baseball, softball, and fungo market, adult and youth. And guess what? Today, that's right, today, Friday, January 16th, as you are watching this, their new spring line has just dropped, and you can go to jawbats.com, find your coaches if you're
Get
listening.
get you something flashy.
Coaches, if you're listening, the season's right around the corner. I know you need a new fungo pop, and you know what? We're gonna help you out with it because you're gonna go and find that new fungo pop or fungo bat, and maybe players you're looking for a new bat or whatever. I guess what? Go jawbats.com, get that new one in that new spring collection, and use code NAIASB20 for 20% off. Again, that is jawbats.com. Get you coaches. Come on, you owe it to yourself heading into
Listen,
the
you can't say
2026
no to
season.
20%.
I
Okay.
mean, look,
Pretty damn good.
we're going to be out at a lot of games. We're going to be out at a lot of games. We're going to be getting a lot of video throughout the NAI softball season. You don't want the old Funko bat. You want something new. Let's do it. Players, if you didn't get one for Christmas, now you have a chance again. It's NAISB 20 for 20% off your order. Carly Fitzer, smelling salts. It has made its way
It's
into
everywhere.
so many facets of sports, and obviously in the past off season in the NFL, they've a little more strict about it. Strict. It's huge in
Yeah.
football. I'm a punter, like I said, was a punter. Cleats hung up officially. If I tried to punt a football now, hamstring would go kablooey. But even I'm ripping. I mean, just ripper Magoo's. I mean, we're boom, smelling salts all the time. It's not made its way into softball. I'm not encouraging to make its way into softball, but you said you've never tried one before.
Never. I don't even think I've like seen one. I see them all over TikTok and Instagram, but nah. It might knock me over dead.
I was say, don't just jump into like. I mean, some people look the real crazy football folks.
What
They're
does it
putting
smell
like
like?
4 or 5,
I want to My guess is like pepper.
almost like nah. That's not bad. That's not bad. The reaction is a little similar. I would say it's almost like a bleachy ammonia because that's what it is. Ammonia. It's ammonia. So yeah, yeah. It doesn't smell good. There's a reason people aren't going. Like, they're not
Dude,
exactly sniffing the roses. Everybody just got to hear my big old
I'm gonna
nose go to work
overnight
there.
some. I'm gonna
We
overnight
might
some
as
on
well. I mean, I
Amazon.
think they'd be great. We're doing this a little bit late night. Recording not too late, but the more seasons we do, the earlier it gets, the later it gets. Yeah, I'm a big fan when I played, and it's been a while. I'm a little nostalgic. I
You
think
know
we
when we should do
we should
them?
start doing it. When?
Right before an interview post game.
Oh yeah, right before post. Hey, woo! Player nervous? Not anymore. Here we go.
Mm-mm.
No, no, I mean they get locked in. I don't know if you are a softball player. I know baseball players. Know for a fact, many baseball players use them. Softball players, I don't know if you're not. If I'm not encouraging it. They're not the ad sponsor. Jaw Bets is the ad sponsor. I'm just saying, man. We're just
We're
chit
curious.
chatting. We're chit chatting. Carly, we're here to talk about the GSAC. GSAC softball are heading down to the southwest, a little bit of west coast. Got some Cali teams in there. New teams in the GSAC this year too, Carly. It's going to be a fun year for GSAC softball. I said new teams, and so like I said, we've been doing this every episode before we get into our previews, but we will reiterate it again because this isn't how we've normally done previews before. We usually go more team by team, more in depth in years past. But in the 2026, the year of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we are going about this a little bit differently. We have categories that we are breaking these conferences down in, and then yeah, we'll discuss. We'll mention teams here or there. And once the season gets rolling, y'all are gonna do something cool, and I promise we're gonna talk about you then. But Carly, how about you give it to us? What are our categories for how we break down these wonderful conferences in NAIA softball?
Okay. First, but not the whatever. First
There we
one,
go.
player of the year. We'll go pitcher of the year. Breakout player, looking for anyone to have, you know, big year. Surprise team. And then we'll go regular season champs. And then we'll head into some games that are going to be non-conference and then conference games.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Carly, of course, we will start with player of the year in the GSAC, and we'll make our way all the way down. And again, if we don't talk about team, you, whatever, guess what? We had a lot of softball to be played, especially
We
in the
will get to you.
GSAC. In the GSAC, not gonna have many games get canceled in the GSAC. Plus, we're going to see a couple of these teams in Shawnee for the NAISB Invitational. Carly, player of the year, take it away, my friend.
Okay. I'm going to go with Jade Bayless of Embry-Riddle, the senior. In her junior year, she hit 418, had 8 home runs, 9 doubles, collected 39 RBIs. She was second on the team in RBIs, too shy of the reigning player of the year, Leah Salas. So I think if it's not Leah Salas, my money's on Jade Bayless.
Yeah, I am shocked. Who I'm about to have a player of the year. So you went and did yours, and look, you know ball. You had all your
Eh,
names in before I went and added. I felt like 100%. If someone said, "Hey Reagan, who did Carly pick for player of the year in the GSAC?" I would have said you would have picked Jade's teammate, and that's who I picked, Leah Salas. I
yep.
mean, I Carly, I think she
I
is.
wanted to.
I think
She's a
she.
dog. She put up insane numbers last year.
I think she's player of the year, not in the GSAC and the NAI caliber. She plays one of the most valuable positions in softball at shortstop. She's phenomenal at it. And last year she batted 498, had 12 home runs, power hitter that hits nearly 500. Yep, sign me up. Valuable
Yep.
position, plays good defense. Yeah, that's one of the most valuable players in the GSEC in the NAI. She's going to have a great year. Very excited to see her play in person. Because I mean, she not only has she been was she great last year, she's been great the last 3 years. I'm glad I get to see her play in person finally. Again, let's hop on Embry Riddle. I think we're going to talk about them a fair amount here this episode. This is a team, Carly, that went into the group of death in the opening round, got one win in the 4-5 matchup, and they battled close games against Olu as a 3-1 loss,
Mm-hmm.
close game against Middle Georgia State. That was a 9 inning, 1-0 ball game. It's an experienced team, a hungry team, and it's led by what I think is one of the best middle infielders in NAI softball this year. I'm going to give an honorable mention, and it'll kind of bleed into another category, and it's breakout player for me for with player of the year. And I wanted to pick this player for player of the year, but it's a little bit weird. And in fact, you know what my breakout player of the year is? You see it on the document. We've talked about it.
Yep.
You see who I have for player of the year there. Would she be better served as breakout player? Because she obviously
Yeah.
phenomenal in 2024.
Yeah. Missed a year.
I think that would be better served breakout player of the year
Yeah.
than who
It's
I
almost
have.
like comeback player of the year.
Perfect. Okay, I'll put a pin in that for who else I had mentioned there for player of the year. I'm gonna bring her back up in breakout player of the year. So we'll shift to pitcher of the year. Carly, we have the same pitcher.
Yeah. Caitlin Maskey, Hope International sophomore. Last year as a freshman, appeared in 34 games, earned a 2.21 ERA, 18-6, 158 innings pitched, recorded 70 strikeouts. Reigning freshman of the year, will be the most experience in the circle this year for the Royals. Alexis Galvin took a lot of innings last year as well. So uh, this year will be a lot of weight on Caitlin Maskey's shoulders, and we'll see if she can hold it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people expected Hope International to fall outside the top 25, maybe not even make an opening round after Ali Puente graduated. It didn't happen. The lineup stepped up one, but I mean, Caitlin stepping up in the circle, and that is who originally I did put down for my breakout player of the year. But I mean, she broke out a little bit last year, but Carly, I think she's pitcher of the year because she's going to build on those numbers from last year. I think she can win
I
20
agree.
plus games. I think she can have a sub 2 ERA. I'd like to see the strikeout number come up a little bit. Is that the biggest thing? Not necessarily, not her style. That's fine. But if she could do that, I mean, yeah, they're going to be really, really good in the circle. You mentioned Alexis as well. They've got a really nice 1-2 punch. I'm gonna mention a couple other names here for potential pitcher of the year candidates. I have marked down. Claire Streeter from Embry-Riddle went 9-8 last year. Had 80 strikeouts in 92 innings with a 3.34 ERA. Those are really solid numbers. My other two, let me just go ahead and say them. I was about to go on a whole Ottawa of Arizona rant, but I can do that here in just a second. Stephanie Cortaz, mm, Cortzar, apologies, and Alexis Ayersman,
Ayersman.
Ayersman, both did really good last year in the circle. Or they did solid. I don't want to gas them up too much, but they did good. They were solid pitchers. They got a ton of experience last year. I mean, Alexis sub 4 ERA. I mean, Stephanie a mid 4 ERA. Both picked up a ton of wins for them. Out of Arizona looking to have a little bit better in conference schedule, get its season and get into the GSAC tournament with that much return production in the circle. If they take a step up in production, I like their chances.
Yeah.
All right. Carly, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on.
Yeah.
Actually,
Go
no, I'm
on it.
not. No, I'm not. No,
No?
go, no, no. You go ahead because then I'm gonna get rolling. Then I'm gonna get
Okay.
rolling.
All
Then
right.
I'm gonna get
All right.
rolling.
I'll set you up.
Yep.
Well, okay. Breakout player, I went with another Embry-Riddle freshman, now sophomore, Keely Meyer. Had a great freshman year, hit 322, collected 9 doubles, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, 66 total bases, and just shy of a 500 on base percentage. I think if she can skip the sophomore slump, just increase those numbers a little bit, I think she's a shoe-in for a breakout player of the year.
Ottawa of Arizona last year finished above 500,
Hmm.
but went 5-15 in conference play.
Yeah.
They bring back probably the most production in this conference, the entire infield, and they bring back a player who in 2024 batted 409, 8 home runs, 13 doubles. Infielder Brianna Humphreys. She is my breakout player. Again, you mentioned it could kind of double as a comeback player. This
Hmm.
team also, like I said, returns the rest of their infield. They bring back their two pitchers, like I just mentioned. I mean, the first baseman Savannah Sutton was phenomenal last year. First team GSAC, 22 extra base hits, batted 397. They stole 113 bags. Corey, they are 100% my next category. Ottawa of Arizona. They
Yeah.
are my surprise team. I think this team could be pretty good. I don't want to say, hey, this is a bona fide opening round team that's going to be receiving a lot of votes and watch all the way out. But if we're sitting here at the end of the year and this is their second in the GSAC and they've got 32, 33 wins, and we're sitting here, hey, Ottawa of Arizona is going to go from missing the conference tournament to be an opening round candidate, perhaps. I'm not going to be shocked.
No. They've
And
returned a lot.
yeah, I mean, you return that much production, I expect big things. And it may be a little unfair of me, but looking across the country, what's one of our biggest themes, Carly? Not a lot of returning production, a lot of new
Yep.
faces. We're really
Yep.
young. We're excited to see what we got with our young talent. That's what we
Yeah.
got. We got a lot of that. We didn't get that from Ottawa of Arizona. They do. They bring in some nice pieces as well. Which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Carly, team that you have as your surprise team, Solomon and Shawnee last year. Love their coach. Love what they're all about. And I 100% agree. I think they're poised. They could do a little something this year.
Yeah, I don't know if they're bringing back as much as OUAZ, but they're bringing back a good amount. I went with Arizona Christian, 27 and 26 last year, overall 11 and 9 in conference. I think the biggest thing for me is that they return. Okay, first of all, let me just say they haven't put their 2026 roster up yet, so this is going off of, what class they were last year, and assuming that they didn't transfer.
Don't see them on
So,
any other rosters.
correct. Yes.
We did our due diligence. We did due
Yeah.
diligence best of our ability. There's our
Yeah.
disclaimer.
I did what I could. So, anyways, continuing on, the biggest piece for me is that they bring back two of their more experienced pitchers. Dana Herrera was their number one last year. 200 innings pitched, 4.32 ERA, 85 strikeouts. And then Hannah Butcher, who had, I think, 100 innings under her belt. Sierra Lauco, 338, 40 RBIs. Dana Herrera also at the plate. Pitchers who can hit are awesome. Morgan Bradford, 341, 29 RBIs. Nadia Landeros. Lots of lineup returns, but I think the one thing that they'll have to look to replace is Jaden Mills. She was their speed on the bases. Uh, but other than that, they have a lot of key players returning to their lineup and to their pitching circle. Um, so I like the looks of Arizona Christian.
Where my brain just kind of works sometimes. But Morgan Bradford, maybe think about Morgan Radford, maybe think about
Yeah.
Dilly and
Oh, Dilly.
Dilly up at Evansville now. She's too popular for us, Carly.
Yeah, I miss Dilly.
Carly, the GSAC is going to be, I think, one of the most competitive conferences. It's going to be very fun. We saw last year Arizona Christian going to run. Obviously, Coach Maven got them hot, winning the tournament there. Will we see a GSAC team in the World Series? Have not seen that yet. I don't know. But Carly, answer this question for me. How many opening round teams are in the GSAC?
Do they get one? Is it
They get
conference
one. They
champ?
get
They
one. They
get
get
one.
one. They get one. They get one.
I'd say two, maybe three.
Yeah, I think two.
Yeah.
They could get three. A large part of that is kind of what happens with Hope and Embry Riddle when they come out to
Mhm.
Shawnee. What happens with some of the other Arizona schools when they have teams come down for their spring break and everything. But Carly, this is a rarity. We disagree on our regular season champs,
We do. I don't
and
think we have yet.
uh, do we maybe for the AAC? No, we both pick Reinhardt, AMC. Yeah, I think so. I think this is our
Yeah.
first difference, and this could be me being a little bit biased. Hope International and Embry Riddle, they both bring in first year coaches, both later in the game, first year coaches. Excited for both of them, of course. Older NAI fans older than us know Gabby Sandoval quite well, one of the best players in the early Southern Oregon national championship runs. But she is now the head coach at Hope. Yeah, go ahead. Of the two, Carly, who did you pick?
I went Embry Riddle.
And I went Hope. And I went Hope because if I look at two teams and I'm not that sure, I'm going to go with the pitching I'm more sure about. We've already talked about Hope's pitching, but
Yeah.
like I said, I do think there is one of the best middle infielders in NAI softball in Embry Riddle. They are phenomenal. Yeah, I do think it comes down to those two. I think those are the two opening round teams, but we saw it last year. Anything can happen when we get into tournament time. I think an experienced squad like Ottawa of Arizona could do something. Obviously, a very, I don't want to say experienced, but battle tests that have been there, done that squad in Arizona Christian could do something in the tournament, but we're not playing those games. We're just going regular season champs. I'm going Hope International. Carly's going Embry Riddle. And non-conference games to watch. Go ahead, Carly.
I went OUAZ versus Oregon Tech on February 10th. Another good one for OUAZ. They take on British Columbia on February 13th. And then Reagan, you got some NAISB tournament games.
Yes, I do. Both of them got gauntlets. I mean, Embry Riddle on Saturday they play USAO and Bellevue. Obviously, that USAO game massive. I mean, Oklahoma Panhandle State and MacU, some good teams there in Oklahoma as well for Embry Riddle. But of course, the USAO game is one they're certainly highlighting. But Hope International and Shawnee, they have got a World Series team in Grandview, a receiving votes team in Benedictine. They play MacU, they play a top 25 team in Evangel, and they play team we are probably the hottest on of anybody heading into the year, Missouri Baptist, top 15
Mm.
team. I think got top five level talent on that roster. Yeah, big ones, big ones, big ones, big ones. Conference games to watch. Carly out of Ottawa of Arizona takes on Hope International March 6th and 7th. Ottawa of Arizona also takes on Embry-Riddle April 10th and 11th. And then we have Embry-Riddle Hope International March 27th and 28th. And Embry-Riddle versus Arizona Christian April 23rd and 24th. The GSAC teams that they have added in, I believe this is right. The only softball team they added was La Sierra. I don't. I'm not sure if West Cliff is still is there. Look, well, once we get in it, we went. We actually, you'll probably saw a little jump there. We did stop, check. Couldn't really gather anything as we're scrambling there on NAIA website. It has just the teams, but we did look at Hope's schedule and La Sierra. So I mean, La Sierra, I mean they were a solid team in the Calpac, but you know what? We've done our categories, Carly. Those are our picks. There's a little information for y'all, and of course, as we get in the season when we start ripping out hour and a half, 2 hour episodes, y'all are gonna want us to not be talking about all these teams and games. So blah, whatever. Um, Carly, you got anything else? I mean, I feel good about that. I mean, that's the GSAC. To be honest, I feel like it's kind of Hope and Embry Riddle. I feel like that's 40%, 40%, and then the field 20%. Kind of heading
Yeah,
into the season as far
yeah,
as regular season.
yeah. I'm not putting all my chips in yet on Arizona Christian and
Yeah,
OUAZ, but
you,
I'm thinking about it.
yeah, you're leaning a little bit
I'm
Embry.
raising.
I'm leaning a little bit Hope. Yeah, I mean, but I look. I mean, think Mike Swint is a phenomenal coach. Coach Maben, of course. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be a fun year. GSAC softball, a little bit different. The Great Southwestern Athletic Conference, GSAC. Carly, Indiana's
So,
coming down to play Miami
yeah.
Monday night. If Carson Beck wins a national championship, that'll be it. There will be no more NAISB. I'll be in the bottom of a lake. So, are you prepared to take over?
Yeah. I suppose you guys are just gonna hear me ramble and ramble, but
Yeah, we'll have to
we'll make do.
we'll have to find you a co-host. Have to find you a co-host. No, in all seriousness, I do hope Indiana wins. If Miami wins,
God,
I will be very sad.
I need Big Ten to take it.
I don't need that. I don't care about that. I know that's something that
I care.
someone like Nebraska, that's a very Nebraska thing for you to say. It's a very
Because
Nebraska
then
thing
we're
for you to
winning by
say.
association.
Yeah,
Also, we
okay.
didn't play Indiana this year, so I'm not butthurt about nothing.
Y'all would have beat them. They wouldn't be undefeated. Never know.
Right.
We'll
Right.
never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Us and Patrick Mahomes.
Uh, so he's just going to medically redshirt with his broken leg, Dylan Raiola,
I don't
with
even know
Dante
if you
Moore
could.
coming back to Oregon.
Yeah, I think he's gonna call it medical. I think he'll be healed by then, but
I mean, it's a broken fibula. That takes 4 or 5 months.
that was back in he had surgery right after. It was back in I think I was in Des Moines, so October.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of,
No, it
especially
was
Jet,
November.
a lot of people upset about Dante Moore. Like, oh, you're guaranteed this. I'm like, first off,
Get your degree.
he would, yeah, okay.
Put the student in
Okay.
student athlete.
You're right. Right way to play. My bad. You're right. Uh, first off, he was going to get drafted to the Jets. That's first. That one.
Yeah.
Two, this was his first year starting. He played one good defense 2 times. Indiana didn't do good the first time, did worse the second time. I think
Yeah.
he could use
Yeah.
13 to 16 more games of college football before he goes plays NFL.
And hey,
Uh,
one more year of all the crap Oregon gives you, sign me up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, what? He's probably gonna get paid $5 million,
Yeah.
$6 million. A
Yeah.
lot of money. He's okay. He's okay. Let him go back. Yeah, this was kind of the whole point of it.
Probably
I mean,
more than
yeah,
he'd make as a rookie
like, oh, I don't know about that. Number 2 overall pick as a quarterback's getting paid, dog.
to
They're
the
probably,
Jets.
yeah, that's $30 million contract a year. I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know, ball. I don't know, but not 30 million. 30 million, that's insane. Not 30
That's
million. I'm
crazy.
sorry. Yeah, no, stupid. But still, yeah, he would got paid. I'm sure Oregon is taking care of him though. NFC Championship game will be what, Carly? You got the Bears playing the Rams, and then you got the 49ers playing the Seahawks.
I don't know. I saw a thing today that Sam Darnold was questionable. No way he's gonna.
No,
You know
he's
what
good.
though?
I did not see that.
He's due for his implosion game.
He is due. I don't think it's coming this week, but it's coming.
No, no, I don't think
I-
so. I think it'll
They're
be,
so good though. They are. Like I think
yeah, dude.
a lot of people talk about the Texans defense, and Texas defense is phenomenal.
Yeah,
But that Seahawks defense, it's giving Legion a boom. It's
yeah.
very, very good. All right, who you got? NFC Championship game.
I want the Bears to lose, but uh, I think they'll win that one. So I think it'll be Bears, Seahawks.
Yeah, I want to see what the weather is going to be like Sunday night in Chicago. But
Probably cold as crap.
last I checked, it's like going to be 12 degrees.
Yeah.
Indoor cat can't play outside. Them's the
Yep.
rules.
Yep.
Them's just the rules. I
Now,
don't care.
granted, they got to lock down Puka and Devontae.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Which their secondary, good Lord, it's bad. It is
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Their offensive line is phenomenal. And yeah, if Stafford has 5 seconds every play, I don't know. I do. It's such an interesting game. I think if this was in LA, I think it's like 45-38 Rams. With it being
Yeah.
in Chicago, it's going to be insane. I can't even imagine what the atmosphere is going to be like there. Bear weather. Sometimes you just got to ride the hot hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bears shootout.
Yep.
Still not quite as
Unfortunately,
much. Yeah, I think it's like a 27, 26 weird tight game. Um, Seattle's not losing to uh,
no.
all.
The
I love
Niners are
them. I
so
love them.
hurt.
So hurt. They're so hurt. Seahawks are so good. Could see an implosion, but
It's
I think they'll be
possible.
fine. Flip side, AFC. Carly, real quick, and then let's get out of here. For got Patriots Texans. Yeah, Patriots
Mm,
Texans. Oh my
Patriots are gonna
gosh.
win that one.
Okay, and then Bills Broncos.
God, I want to say Josh Allen, but I don't know.
I
I
got to
feel like
take on that one.
they're both good, but they're also both not good in their own way. Like I feel like the Broncos have scraped by
Yeah, that's a
all
good
year
point.
long,
I think
and
so.
Josh doesn't really have a lot of weapons.
I think they're the
He just
opposite of
makes it
each
happen.
other. I think one's got a very mid quarterback and then a phenomenal or not phenomenal, great roster because you can say the same about Seattle. I think Seattle has got a mid quarterback or a pretty good quarterback, and then a phenomenal roster. And that's why I think Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl right now, but whatever. Um, I look at Denver. I'm like, that's a mid quarterback with a great roster.
Yeah,
And then I look at Buffalo, and that is best quarterback in football with a mid roster.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And then I'm
And
gonna
they
go.
just lost. What was it? Gabe Davis?
I'm, yeah, but Unk Jacksonville is way better than Denver. We saw that a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Buffalo just won in Jacksonville. I think Buffalo's gonna win by 2+ touchdowns in Denver this weekend.
I hope so.
I think it's a route.
I
Yeah,
got Denver
and
Patriots. I think Patriots will find a
Denver
way to
Patriots
scrape
would be a great
by.
one. Yeah, Denver
CJ
Patriots.
Stroud's just not that good in my eyes.
He's not. He's not. He's not. Not in the playoffs. But he was terrible against Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
He was terrible.
god awful. What do you have? 4 turnovers?
It was. I don't know about
At
that,
least
but
three.
it was bad. Denver, New England would be a great AFC championship.
Phenomenal.
Buffalo Patriots.
Crack.
Correct. Smelling salts. Smelling salts coming soon to NAISB. All right, so I'm gonna go Patriots, Bills. You've got
That's who I
Bronco.
want.
Yeah, you got yeah. All right, is that what you or are you
That's
going
who I want.
Broncos?
Yeah.
All right, so we're the same.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Bears, and yeah, Bills, Patriots. That was a good GSAC preview. All right,
Yeah.
Carly, we'll see y'all next week with Where are we heading next? I don't know. We'll be back next week with more
It's a surprise.
softball.
Tune in and find out.
I know Friday's KCAC for sure. Friday is 100% KCAC because I'll be done with my media KCAC Media Day episodes that I've been
Okay.
doing this week. So definitely KCAC's Friday. I'm trying to think. Maybe Mid South, low key.
Yeah.
Call up Brucey. All right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Mid South's got some good ones. Got Bruce Lennington, Shannon Watson, got Todd Humphrey. A lot of great coaches. All right. I'm Reagan Harrell. That's Carly Fitzer. That was an AISB.